Hey everybody, Scabber Gaming here, and welcome to ABZU. Now, ABZU was released yesterday on Steam and PlayStation 4, and it's going for roughly about £15. At the moment on Steam, it's $11.99, and it's an absolute steal, guys. This is by the it's got the same art director and art focus as The Journey on the PlayStation, which everyone's been raving about for years, about how amazing it is to look at, and this is the same thing. Now, as you can see, it's based under the sea, and it is quite a basic little game, but it's probably the most fun I've had in a game this year, which is amazing because I've been playing a lot of VR and stuff, and yet this is one of the most amazing things I've seen on a PC this year as well. Now, the graphical style is just fantastic, and that is what this is all about. It's about the art style, it's about the journey by the makers of Journey, and it's just an absolute joy. Guys, it's a pleasure to play. What I will say though is, if you have a PC that can run this game, I would recommend getting it on PC, because unfortunately the PlayStation version is limited to 30 frames per second, and a game like this really is just all about how awesome it looks. 60 FPS is kind of a must. Now, I'm running this on Ultra everything except for the fish. Believe it or not, it's quite CPU intensive to run this amount of fish on screen at once. So I'm running on high. And as you can see, that's more than enough. There are sometimes so many fish on screen you can't actually see what you're doing. Now, this is one of the slipstream sections of the game, one of the currents, where you don't really get to choose where you go. It's just kind of like a very linear experience just going through, but they don't last very long, and there's not that many of them. But this is part of Chapter 2. Now, I started on Chapter 2 because Chapter 1 has a tutorial in it, and it's a little slow going at the beginning. I just wanted to show you guys what the game is like to actually play. Like, as soon as you get in, it's this cool. And here we are in one of the first open areas. Now, the idea basically is you play this little diver. Let me just show you the front of the guy. He's really cool. And you swim around this oceanic world. Now, I honestly don't believe that it's Earth. There are some floaty mountains. But it's very, very similar, and all of the creatures here can be found on Earth as well. It's not about that though. It's about the journey. Now, you explore these little open areas. They're not massive, although some of them can be very deep, have a lot of verticality to them. You discover these things. You send out a little pulse, and they release animals. As well as that, you've got other collectibles, such as little robots, little blue seashells, there's some to collect on every level, and these meditation stones. Now, these meditation stones, once you've discovered them, you can press your back button, or any other designated button, and just watch the fish. And you could leave it like this for hours. And why not? It's amazing. If any of you have played The Blue on virtual reality, on the Vive, it's pretty much like that. It's fantastic. And like I said before, even without the VR headset, it's one of the most immersive games I've played. You really get stuck into it. You lose yourself in the music, which is just amazing. It's so top-notch production in this. There's so many animals to discover, so many places to see. And here's one of those little robots that you can discover. Look at this little guy. There's a few of these to find. They don't play a pivotal role, but they're pretty cool. Cool little guys. They respond to your little beeps. They're pretty cool. And you can ride around on these other animals as well. All larger animals can be ridden. Or, I don't know if it's ridden is the right word. Let me just catch up with one. Come here, dolphins. Here we go. Ride along on a dolphin. What other game can you ride along on a dolphin? It makes me think, actually, if they made a sequel to Echo the Dolphin like this, it would be just the best. They need to make that right now. Get on it. Get on it. Let's see if we can ride this other big fish as well. It seems like something we should do. Yeah, what are you? A humphead wrasse? Wrasse? Race? We'll go with wrasse. Very cool. You can control them, and they do little tricks if you press a button, and you can make them go fast, as long as they're not hunting. If they're hunting, they often forget about you and just carry on with what they're doing. Now the game is entirely about exploring your environments, finding all of the little bits. Take your time, and it's just the best. Now I have completed it. I wanted to experience the game and really just absorb everything before I started the narration on it. I have to say, guys, with the full experience, it's quite long. It's probably about 2.5 to 3 hours long, which is what you'd expect for a game in this price range, about £12. But it is an immaculately made, perfect production for £12 and 3 hours worth of it as well. Now in these little areas where you get to swim through, you don't really get to control much, it's just up, down, left, right. But there are collectibles, so keep your eye out. Sometimes you find a little blue shell, and you can quickly send out a pulse as you pass by it to collect it. Hello guys! The game does have a lot of varied environment as well. It's not all confined to what you'd expect to see under the sea. Lots of colour changes, lots of different environments, even walking areas where you get to get out of the water for a little while. They're not long, they don't interfere with the gameplay at all. They're very enjoyable. But it's the control method that really makes this game. It is spot on. And here we go. Do a little roll. It's so good. The art direction is just amazing. Oh, we're all upside down. Hello! Boop! Where is he? He's beeping back. Where have you gone? I cannot see him. I think he got lost. There he is. I wonder when he was going to crop up. Now, part of the storyline, and there isn't really anything to spoil until like the last, I don't know, 20% or so. Storyline is about these, what look like alien artifacts under the sea, and you basically just investigate them and find out what they are. Try and find out whether you're linked to them in any way. Try and find what and who you are, I suppose. And there's a running theme of sharks in it. They seem to be like revered or something. I won't go into it too much, I don't want to ruin it for you guys. It's definitely one you want to pick up. You can tell that by the reviews it's getting as well. Sort of 7 is the lowest that I saw, and that guy kind of, I think he had some issues with it. But that was just the review that I read anyway, so. But honestly guys, it's so amazing. It's one of those games that you can't stop smiling, because it's just the coolest. Killer whales everywhere. Orcas. Yeah, that's right. Water underwater. It's almost like energy goo. There's a lot of it in this. It seems to give life to the world, so it's all good. A lot of this is about like nature and life retaking what's theirs, I suppose. It's art. You kind of just you decide what it means. grab one of these guys. Come back. You can control them, so you can make them do the little boost and the roll. And if fish are following you, which they do, I think, if you're not part of a predator, they do the roll too. It's just so cool, man. I'll let him go about his business. Saw another meditation stone back here. Let's see what fishies are around. A barracuda. What else? There's another barracuda, but he's doing his feeding tricks. What we got up here? A bicolour parrotfish. We got any big guys? What's that? Another barracuda? What other big guys have we got? Big guys. Oh, a turtle. Can we get to the turtle? It's quite hard to swap between them. We've got a yellow tang. Where's he gone? There's too many fish. I can't get to the turtle. It's alright. It's cool. How amazing is that, though? And this is not the most exceptional environment you will visit. They get really cool. And there's some really cool events in it as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little snippet of ABZU. If you did, please click like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.